Dear voters, please vote for me, Yelena S. Kurdyumova, for Minnesota House of Representatives, District 38A. Voting at primary elections on August 13 is necessary to put my name on the ballot for November 5, 2024 general election, which will give me a chance to serve for the benefit of Minnesota residents. I am running for a seat in Minnesota House of Representatives because I realize the necessity of participation in changing old and creating new laws to ensure public safety, affordable health care and lowering the costs of prescription drugs, protection of our environment, livable wages, reproductive rights, safe schools and fully funded public education, gun owners' rights, cutting property taxes for homeowners. To make our life in Minnesota better, it is important to enact new laws and make amendments to existing laws. I shall vote no on any legislation that increases homeowners' taxes, and I shall seek cutting property taxes for homeowners. I shall support and vote yes on any bill to repeal or alter Protect Reproductive Options Act, a sweeping cannibalistic bill that makes legal unlimited abortion at any state of pregnancy, which was signed into Minnesota law in 2023 by Governor Tim Walz. I shall support legislation to protect the lives of children born after an attempted abortion. I shall vote to return state funding to exclusively life-affirming pregnancy resource centers, which will help women to choose life over abortion. I shall vote to limit and prohibit taxpayers' funding of abortions in Minnesota. I shall support legislation which would protect parents from undue pressure by medical personnel to deny their children medical treatment that the parents want to save their baby's life and health. A new law passed in Minnesota in 2023, Extreme Risk Protection Orders, commonly referred to as Red Flag Gun Confiscations, must be significantly amended or repealed because it allows anyone to petition a court and make the claim with no evidence or substantiation that a person is a danger to themselves or others. And based on ungrounded claim, Minnesota court can, through ex parte hearings and with no due process of law, issue a red flag order, stripping of their firearms law-abiding gun owners who has never ever been arrested, indicted, or convicted of a crime. I shall support Stand Your Ground legislation that allows Minnesota citizens to defend themselves with force, if necessary, from violent criminal attacks that occur in public places without having to retreat, as well as ensuring that they can't be bankrupted by expensive or frivolous lawsuits. Soon, 25% of our adult population will be 65 and over. In 2022, Minnesota reached the threshold of 1 million seniors. They should receive the quality care they need to preserve the quality of life as long as possible. To maintain this, as state representative, I shall support increase for the elderly waiver program under Medicaid. A new law is required which will demand irrevocable fulfillment of Federal Law Title VI regarding prohibition against national origin discrimination affecting limited English proficient LEP persons, protecting the right of LEP people to use the interpreter whom they trust and to refuse from the interpreter imposed on them by Minnesota medical offices and courts. Minnesota law number 144.058, under which the Commissioner of Health maintains healthcare interpreter roster, must be amended, and I shall push for a vote for these changes. I am a professional linguist with 2 master's degrees, member of American Translators Association, the oldest in the USA, member of National Language Service Corps, a congressionally authorized Department of Defense program employing highly skilled language professionals who provide language and cultural support to U.S. government agencies. Physicians and patients of medical offices must be protected from unqualified, poorly speaking English individuals who, for $50 per year fee, bought the right to be placed on the interpreter roster without any testing and without any verification of the information they provided. Only professionals, members of American Translators Association, having diplomas of linguistic universities, which were received after at least 5 years of learning foreign language, have got the right and can perform the work of interpreters. A new Minnesota law must be enacted which will protect elected officials such as Brooklyn Park Council members Maria Tran and Boyd Morrison from bullying by executive officers such as city manager Jay Strobel, who, according to city charter, was appointed by elected officials. The law must forbid the city manager, appointed by the city council, to use the code of conduct of elected officials drafted by him and city attorney to accuse council members of violations of this code. A Minnesota law must be enacted which will not give a chance to biased city manager Jay Strobel and his staff to sabotage for more than a year enforcement of Brooklyn Park City Codes 92.03 restraint and 92.07 animal defecation, and turn common areas, lawns and sidewalks of Strawberry Commons Condominium Association into off-leash dog park for 2 dogs of predatory offender Joshua John Lynch Cook, indicted on charges of assault in active criminal case number 27-CR-24-6282. As state representative from District 38A, I shall draft such law. Minnesota Statute 609.748, setting rule of issuing harassment restraining orders, must be altered, and the language must be added, ordering judges, when issuing ex parte harassment restraining orders, first to check existence or non-existence of criminal history of petitioner and respondent, in order to protect residents of Minnesota from being served with ex parte harassment restraining orders issued based on complete slander of the petitioner, the case which makes 95% of all such orders, according to Quora portal. Examples: biased Hennepin County referee Jason Hutchinson and Judge Terry D. Yellowhammer issued on April 2, 2024, ex parte harassment restraining order protecting predatory offender Joshua John Lynch Cook without checking his criminal history based on his complete slander under the oath, which is perjury, against his victim in active criminal case number 27 CR 2462A2, in which he is defendant, and which was opened on March 14, 2024, based on the criminal complaint approved by prosecutor Andrew Small. Biased Hennepin County referee Holly Knight and Judge Teresa Curie, issued on April 3, 2024, ex parte harassment restraining order protecting predatory offender Joshua John Cook without checking his criminal history based on his complete slander under the oath, perjury, against the witness of assault by Cook at the victim in active criminal case 27 CR 246282, in which Cook is defendant and which was opened on March 14, 2024, based on the criminal complaint approved by prosecutor Andrew Small. Violent crimes and murders in multi-apartment buildings are growing in Brooklyn Park. City officials do not try to stop this crime, asserting that the laws regulating actions of homeowners association boards and management companies allegedly do not have languages allowing cities' executive officials to influence happenings in homeowners associations. Strict laws are necessary which will obligate city officials to suspend licenses of management companies which turn homeowners associations into ghettos, as happened during the last 14 years with Strawberry Commons Condominium Association in Brooklyn Park. As state representative for District 38A, I shall vote to enact such amendments into the existing laws and to create new. Minnesota has got many sanctuary cities which attract illegal immigrants and felons from all over the country. Brooklyn Park is one of such sanctuary cities. I shall force a vote for enacting obligatory criminal background checks of prospective renters and forwarding its results together with the lease agreement to local police department for prophylactic supervision by police department over renters with active criminal background. Please go out to vote for me at primaries on August 13, 2024 to put my name on the ballot for November 5, 2024 general election and to give me a chance to serve for the benefits of Minnesota residents.